What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is a very different video to one I've done in the past. This one is going to be a vlog style video. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, and I want to combine these vlog style videos, give you some insights into my training, my lifestyle. I find it's a really nice way to share that information, give you guys some real value into the insights around what I do and the things I've done, over the past years, things I found to work, and just give you some really deep insights into how I go about optimizing my body, my movement, and my health. Taking it away all the time from these more strict kind of follow-alongs, educational information heavy videos. They're important, and there's going to be a load more of those, but I want to combine it with these kinds of videos. And as you can probably tell from the title of this video, what we're going to talk about today is training around when you're sick. This is not something I planned, but I've been sick for the past week, so I think it's a really good opportunity to give you guys some insight now how I get back in to my training around sickness, and when I feel like I'm starting to get better, how do I integrate myself back into my training? I'm in the gym, it's early morning, it's pretty cold here, we've had snow, frost, we've had negative temperatures all week, so it's pretty cold here in the gym. So what I'm gonna do is get into my session. I'm gonna talk you through my approach around how I get myself back into training when I'm sick, because I think it's sort of like injury. A lot of people mess it up in similar ways, okay, or set themselves back in similar ways. And if you wanna see more of these follow along, day in the life vlog style videos in the future, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts, let me know how you find this video, let me know what you want to see in the future. But without further ado, let's not get any colder and let's get into the session. Okay, so that's warm up done. A little bit longer today, but that's part of the process of gradually adapting the body back into training. Good and warm now. I'm sweating, I'm gonna have to take off a few layers, but we're ready to go. We're gonna keep it super simple today. Gonna start off with an upper body superset, just some chin ups, some deficit push-ups, working it in a 10-minute block, and then transitioning into some full range of motion split squats, just open up the lower body, and a little bit of drop in or hinge work to open up the back of the hips. So let's get into it and see how we go. Feeling good already. All right, so that's 10 sets done in 10 minutes. Didn't feel like I had the same push as usual that I normally would. Energy still not fully there. At the same time, I think I still had leaving a little bit more in the tank, as challenging as it was. There's the timer finished. But that's 4 chin-ups every minute on the minute, 6 push-ups every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. So 40 chin-ups, 60 deficit push-ups. And yeah, that's the point. There's a little bit more left in the tank. And that's the point. Okay, I'm not here to kill myself. I'm here to challenge myself. Nice to feel a little bit of a pump again after almost a week. And now we're going to go into some lower body stuff. Okay, lower body set done. Just did 3 sets of full range of motion split squats and drop-ins. Kind of increase in depth as I went. But again, feels really challenging. It is a quite intense set. I didn't load up too heavy, but you can hear I'm breathing quite heavy. And I would say that is not the intensity that I was at before I got sick. So definitely some work still to do, room for improvement, but yeah, like I say, glad just to get a little bit of a sweat on, get a little bit of a pump, get the blood flowing again. Just going to finish off with a little bit more upper body stuff. Going to work for time, a little bit of higher rep on some rowing and some crawling, and then we're pretty much ready to go. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm done. Nothing too crazy, but got the blood pumping again. It's nice to be back. And yeah, session done for today. I'm going to give my thoughts a little bit more on getting back into training after, being ill for a period, having a head cold. There's so many going around this time of the year. But first, I have to go collect Veronica. She's training this morning in another gym in town. So going to go pick her up. I'm going to get some breakfast. Get myself washed off in the shower, make sure that I don't keep anything back inside me. So let's go do that and we'll catch up in a bit. Hello.
Hello.
What's up? Say hello to YouTube.
Hello everybody.
So tell us, how was your session?
So I did a cardio session on the treadmill today. I do it once a week and it was amazing. I sweat everything out and I feel great. I'm ready for the day.
Awesome. Let's go get some eggs now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got back home, I've already showered, I've had food, I've had a couple of check-in calls with clients, and I'm feeling pretty good. Energy is still quite stable. Session again, just to kind of recap on the session, it wasn't anything too crazy. For me, when it comes to getting back into training when you're sick, one thing is just to get back into it, okay? And kind of meet yourself where you're at. Don't expect PBs, don't expect to push yourself to the max. I think getting back to training after having an illness or when you feel you're coming out on the other side of an illness is very similar to getting back after an injury, and I see this with people all the time. When we want to get back after an injury, we're ready to get back. All we want is to get back into full training, and start pushing ourselves to the max. But most people push it too much too soon, and that just ends up that they set themselves back even more, okay? And like, I've had this so much in the past where I get back into training, I think, yeah, okay, I'm getting over this illness, I'm getting back into training, and then I go and do a hard session, and then I'm dead again for another week, and I set myself back. So I've learned from that, and what I've learned is if you take 2 or 3 sessions initially to start gradually building yourself back up, and use it just as you would an injury. So like, how I advise people with injuries is go and do the thing that it is you want to do. For example, if someone has a knee injury, it's like, right, let's get back at some running. Let's not go for a 10K run, or let's not go for a max out sprints. Let's just do 1 or 2K, see how it feels. If you react well, then let's increase it and go again the next day. And that's what it's about for me. Getting back into training, just getting the body moving, drilling movement patterns that I want to have, start getting that pump, feel the workout coming, start just getting a sweat on, get the body feeling like it's getting back to normal. And then, you know, we'll see how I am later on. Hopefully I'll sleep okay tonight and we'll get back at it. But making wise decisions is always important. I just checked my Whoop this morning, for example, and my recovery was somewhere in the region of like 75%. It was the first time in the last like 3 days I was in the green. Even though I was sleeping well over 8 hours, in the previous nights my recovery wasn't there. So that's also a really useful tool that can give you more information on, you know, maybe when is best for you to get back into training. But for me, the focus was on movement quality today, just getting myself back into the swing of things, and we're ready to go again. And what I'll probably do tomorrow is go back and just increase the intensity a little bit more and gradually build myself back up. I'm hoping to run a 10K next weekend, so almost a week from now. Let's see how that goes, but I'm just going to build myself back up. The priority is just get back into feeling good and getting back into regular training. And that's the thing about when you become sick. If you do it right, if you know, catch a cold, if you catch a small dose of the flu, the important thing is, can you just minimize that damage and get yourself back to normal as quick as possible? So batten down the hatches for a few days, take a step back. For me, thankfully, I was not in such a way that I was like bedridden for the entire week. So what I did was I took walks every day. I was active. Every morning I was doing my morning mobilization routines. I was doing my decompression work and just keeping my body moving, okay? Keeping on top of the things that weren't really pushing my body to the maximum and stressing my nervous system and my entire body. Just doing things that kept my body moving, so that now today when I could get back training, I felt good. You know, I didn't feel like I'd been on a couch for a week and my body was just broke up. I did just what I could, and I just took it for what it was, because for me as well, I'm so used to training, like so many other people, that it can be hard to stop. You know, the last thing we want to do is stop, particularly if we've been working towards something and trying to make gains. It can be very difficult. So a couple of takeaways to take from today, okay? So number one is like getting back into training. Take it slow and build your capacity back up. Focus on movement quality, focus on giving some stimulation to the bigger muscles. Like today, I just focused on some bigger movements. I didn't go into any nitty gritty stuff, just some big stuff, push pull for the upper body, a little bit of range of motion work, a little bit of natural movement, locomotive type movement with some of my rowing work and my crawling, and then some lower body work. Split squats, full range split squats, I love them for strengthening my knees, my quads, getting a pump on the legs and then opening up the hips as well. And then some drop in work, just open up, decompress the body and get us ready to start loading up in the next couple of days, over the next week or two. So take it slow when you get back in, when you're sick. During that period, do what you can. Eat well, eat whole natural foods. Focus on prioritizing sleep is number one. I mean, I slept over 8 hours all week, which doesn't always happen as much as I would like it to, but we were in bed before 9 o'clock and then I was sleeping till almost 9 o'clock the next morning. So prioritize the things that are going to make the biggest difference. Take it slow, be kind to yourself, number one. And overall, I would say keep moving. Keep moving as much as you can. It's the exact same principles, or very, very similar principles to an injury. Your body has taken an insult and it needs to recover. So do the same things, okay? Prioritize all these things that are going to improve your health, get you back stronger. And last thing I'll say is, unless you are bedridden, I feel the best thing to do is actually keep moving in any way you can. Like I said, we're taking walks outside, just be active and look after yourself. And if you do that and do that right and get all those steps right, then you'll be able to get yourself back. Today felt actually quite good, all things considered, apart from like a little bit of a lull in energy, which was to be expected. But other than that, I'm quite happy. I'm quite confident as well that I'm gonna have a good day. I'm just after having some beautiful food. So we're ready now. I've had a couple of client check-ins this morning. We're ready just to update some programming for clients. I'm gonna take a trip out to my mom and dad's to visit them. We're gonna spend the rest of the day doing a little bit of work. But yeah, this has been an experience. It's the first time I've done a vlog like this. It's hopefully a different experience for you guys. Hopefully you've taken some kind of different value from it. This is something that I'm not so good at, actually capturing stuff, and like particularly capturing stuff during the day, for example, like I'm sharing here. So it's a really new experiment for me, and I've actually really enjoyed it. So if you've gotten some value from this, if you'd like to see more of these kinds of videos in the future, hopefully it won't always be about when I'm sick. Hopefully I'm on the other side of that now. But if you want to see more content like this, get some insights into my training, into my day-to-day life. Life at the moment, we're quite busy. We're preparing a brand new app. So it's, you know, our life's not the most exciting at the moment, but there's a lot of cool and exciting things to come over this year. And if you want to see what that's all about, then let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Join the discussion there. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me if this was a good video. Tell me if this was the worst video I've ever seen. I don't know. Give me the feedback. I'll know for the future. And this video is not going to be perfect. I'll make more and more as we go along, and I'm going to get better and better. So hopefully the value gets more and more for you guys, and it gives you a different insight into what I do, because it's not all about, you know, 60-second, 45-second reels and throwing loads of information at you. Real life is where the magic happens, okay? It's not always about the fancy stuff. So really excited to hear. I'm going to call it at that. And before you jump on and go about your day, make sure you like and subscribe below to the channel to get updates on all the new content that we're going to be bringing over this year, 2025. And other than that, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.